Yeah, and I think, Hugo, as well, a lot of talk of Team Liquid's demise was greatly exaggerated anyway. I know that they finished like 9th to 12th in the Pro League season, but they were a handful of rounds away from beating G2, and who knows how far they could have gone. I think they're a lot better than people give them credit for, and as we head into the first map, looks like we'll be about to see it. So it is the grand final of the North American RMR between Team Liquid and FURIA. I'll let you boys take it away.
Thank you very much, Richard. And yes, this is going to be a banger. I'm actually so glad that for a change, we've got a BO5 with no map advantage. It means that this series is anyone's taking. RMR points on the line, money, but most importantly, pride. And it's Liquid on that T-side start. Their map pick here, Overpass, as said, last won by FURIA. And they're looking to steal it away again. Heavy connector side setup in this pistol round. Liquid are walking in.
Oh, it's a bit of a bloodbath, but Vinny sticking around and fighting. Yuri as well is still working hard to try and keep this in the advantage of FURIA. And now they've like recommitted to this confight. They realize that they outnumber Liquid in this position. They've got Stewie trapped. They've got this free 2v1. Whoa. And so they're trying to pressure him. While all this is happening, Liquid do get the bomb down in B at least, but they left a man down in the post plant. They do manage to wrap into CT and start to take Heaven. And it is a Heaven post plant. This is like a very good reactive play out of Liquid, right? They got the info as to where the majority of these players were. They've tried to set up for a Heaven post plant. The only problem is the smoke on the bomb has kind of decided everything for them here. FURIA are going to steal that round away. And that was like, you know, that was almost like live chess, man, going on either side. Like, they're both trying to outbrain each other. You know, like, FURIA in con are realizing, okay, it's just Stewie here. Let's take the 2v1. And then the other two players for Liquid, they go, okay, 2 out of 3 are in con. We're going to get the B plant. We're going to try and play around this Heaven position.
They even got naded in Heaven as well, right?
Yeah, the read as well, man. Yeah, no, this is already, like, there's already so much, like, kind of mind gaming and, like, you know, attempted to outread and outposition the opponent, and we're 1 round into an entire best of 5.
I like that as well, that they have the same read on pistol as well. Connector play for both of these two squads. And Hugo, you mentioned, sure, it's for the marbles, right? I think for both of these two teams as well, want to get a W here, just solely because both have been in some slumps. Want to get a tournament win on the board. Feel like they can still do it, compete against NA's best.
Yeah, and that's a huge question, right? This is NA's best right now. We were wondering, especially with Extra Salt and Pain coming through out of the group stage here in Phase 3. They went right through in first. We were like, wow, maybe these could be the final teams. And what would you know? They get eliminated in the first stage of the bracket here in the playoffs. So quite the change, quite the turnaround. Fighting through the lower bracket was FURIA to get to this point. 4-on-2 right now for Liquid. This is a force buy with the AKs off the back of a bomb plant. Liquid abusing the money the best they can to get this A site. FURIA, they've just got to save.
Yeah, and another bomb plant here for Liquid as well. But yeah, we see this a lot, right? They get the bomb plant down on T-side pistol. You do tend to see Buy then coming in. Grim drops an AK. Elish has a fantastic spawn to take over mid fast. So it's a lot of map pressure as well, or map presence rather, for Liquid early on here. Trade games on point as well. Even the hunt from Stewie.
Yeah, Liquid looking confident to say the very least. And even Stewie won't go one step too far. Surely would be dead going down those stairs. So keeping the AKs. And finding a free gun as well. 4 rifles for Liquid. Quite a flip-flop there to lose the pistol and to come out with this kind of weaponry for round 3.
No, and you're dead on, Hugo. You know, that's a big problem for FURIA to try and deal with as well. Because usually, right, if this happens and the force buy wars begin, it's a no-brainer. You know, you're just forcing as well. You're like, well, hey, we can give it a go. We can try break their money. The issue you're going to have is that, like, with so many weapons getting either maintained or retrieved at the end of that round, you know, you get the M4, get the AKs carried forward. even if you win this on the FURIA side somehow, like look at the disparity in buy. Even if you do manage to win this, there's a lot of money still on Liquid. They're like at a point where their next force is almost just as good as this one. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's so important getting the bomb plant down. I think that people don't really consider that as well. It is a lot of money you're getting by just getting it down. So if you are in a position 1-on-1, 1-on-2, and you're like, oh man, I have 1 HP left, like most of the times, like you do want to think ahead there and maybe go for the plant just to have a much better buy for next. This was oh, sorry, I was going to say this was 8-7 the first time around they played as well. So let's pay attention to that. Both of these two teams.
FURIA love to do this on Overpass. They love having this set con flash through the window or through the door from B short and sending their con player down with it. Vinny's also body blocking the blown off door. Naf's gotten into B. He's going to have to do something crazy here. K-Serato not armed, and Naf's going to get a double. That might have just recovered this round. Vinny here to stop the bomb. He sees it crossing at least. That's information in the 2-on-2. FURIA can still steal this round away. Smoke, big gap. Junior with the shot, and Fallen is gone, leaving Naf alone. That's Smoke in the middle of nowhere right now, and Naf's going to have to move through to grab the package. Ooh.
Oh, he's looking good though, isn't he, Naflight? Is he getting us believing? Is it a good day for the Nappers? Oh, it's looking like it. The swing connects. Naflight puts another on the board for Liquid. He puts a stop to the Force by Wars with that round there as well.
Yeah, and, you know, just to jump on the point Richard was talking about coming into this game as well, but, you know, we didn't get time to discuss it much. I think, you know, one thing that did suck in 2020 is the fact that teams like Liquid definitely got out of practice up against the top teams. You want to talk about slumps? I think that makes all the difference, right? Being relegated to your region, especially one that was going through what it was in 2020 and is still recovering from it now. Like, Liquid weren't getting that constant competition versus tier 1 opponents. So it's hard to stay fresh. It's hard to stay on top when every game you go into, you're almost guaranteed to win because you're facing an MDL team on the other side. So this is a nice, refreshing matchup between Liquid and FURIA. Both back from Europe, both in good form. Liquid especially right now, just tearing through these pistols.
Liquid's playing for something else today as well. It is Fallen's birthday. Turns 30 today.
Wow.
The big 3-0. And what a way to celebrate if they were to win this. Yeah, I mean, he's getting up there in age. Talk about some of the old guard players. Fallen's definitely one of them. He's been around the block for a very long time now. And I appreciate it. A few years ago, we were talking about maybe the retirement age for CS players were a little bit younger, or maybe 27, 28, but I like it. We're at a point now where we could continue to play on a little bit longer. Have other people over the 30 mark as well.
So people talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's about people talk about reaction time and whatnot, but if anything, I feel like it's all about the passion, right? So like feeling that you still want to do this, that there's other things in life that are taking priority, but these guys still manage to get their CS time in and stay relevant, competitive. It's impressive.
Yeah, especially for Fallen, who's, he's done it all, right? He's been up there, he's lifted trophies on all continents, it feels like. So, trying to get back up to where he was, that's something he was talking to us about the other day in the interview. Getting back to, top form individually and as a team. Right now, it's looking like a FURIA round. That's a good flash at least, but Art's going to trade the kill after K-Serato falls, leaving Fallen. Man of the hour, man of the day. But will he be man of the match? Only time will tell.
It's a lot of time here at least. Looking to do some more damage. Maybe it's not winnable for Fallen. Well, never say never. He's going to get at least one-on-one duels here. But to do some more damage would be fantastic for him. Getting Yuri would be a start. Oh, it's not going to happen.
FURIA winning gun rounds. It's reassuring. We know it's competitive. We know what to expect. And certainly in a game like this, I think leads mean very little, right? We already discussed how the money makes comebacks very viable, but...
Not just
between
that,
both
man.
these teams.
This is like a series that always has been able to find rounds seemingly from nowhere, right? Like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, getting across a lot of these teams, it was great in 2020, but also, you know, it was that element of like repetition you talk about, right? The idea that it's hard to keep yourself on top when really there were like 2 teams that could challenge both of these squads. Junior with the AWP. Does have targets on the other side coming his way. Case Serato tucked into the toilets. They don't know about him yet. Elysian Naf right round the corner. And Case Serato could uproot the entire thing. Oh, the
Patience.
Naf checks it, but missed shot with the AWP, and Case Serato's allowed to go on a bit of a spree as a result. Now they know Grim's here as well. Oh, this is grinded to a very awkward halt for Liquid. They were hoping to get away with more. That's a nice scout shot out of Fallen.
Okay.
And Grim is now going to extend his hand as well, trying to get them into this A bomb site. Junior has very, very suddenly been left as the only defender up on this side of the map. Liquid, what do you want to do? They've still got this short control. They don't really know anything about B. That is where Vinny is currently posted and waiting for them. So they are just going to double down on this A commitment. Junior, there's the swing, but the shot misses. He gets the information at least. He can call for Vinny to come rotate it up. Oh, there's a lot of weirdness in this round. There's a lot of uncomfortableness here. Fallen has retrieved the AWP from toilets. I think that was from Naf's body. He's picked that up.
Oh, he's got him.
And he's wrapping Vinny. Vinny, no. All the timing. It's a game of timing. What's happening? Grim is also in the toilet. He's wrapped around as well. And
my God.
Vinny is the timing god. Dude is like a big old stop clock out, and he's just loving life, hitting all the timings. It looked like it was going to screw him every single time, and then he just reads it.
What a play. Yeah, helps if Fallen misses that shot, right?
If Fallen hit that, man, that could have, I mean, that would have been a Liquid round.
No way Fallen's ready for a close player, right? He's ready for that CT retake.
Yeah, and he was double scoped.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I want to say, I'm actually really impressed with how safe Junior plays that round. I know he doesn't get any kills in that 2v2 on the site, but he never peaks short that entire time. He's just taking really safe angles, watching the walk up, holding the toilets, checking long. He never goes wide until right at the end. And yeah, okay, he misses his shot, but he doesn't get punished. He gets time to go back to bank, to play passive, and to wait for Vinny to come in on that retake. Sometimes just having the numbers in a situation like that is so important. It means Liquid can't get comfortable knowing they're in a 2-on-1 and just playing that trade game. It's not available. That second guy could be anywhere.
That's such a good shout there as well, Hugo. Yeah, absolutely right. Had this been another player a little bit more aggressive, right, feeling like, oh, I'm the only one holding this bomb site, I have to make a move, I have to make a play, right? Oh, I don't even want to give them the bomb. But yeah, I mean, you work the angles right, you still know where they are, right? You have the vision, the bomb's going down, and you're giving Vinny a lot of room here to work with, right? So yeah, super smartly done by Junior. It's not all about the kills, right? It's kind of how you conduct yourself throughout that round, and just having some information over the map gives you so much. Staying alive is the most important thing, especially as anchor players. I think we saw a timeout here from one of the teams.
It was a quick tech.
It was a quick tech, but listen, that still works as a timeout for both the teams then. Get a chance to talk things through on round number 7. Fallen with AWP. Same could be said for Junior. He had a good spawn here as well, so looking to take a pick up in mid.
You might get this clash. Might get it.
Oh, nice.
Said it's Stewie 2K, the unfortunate candidate on the receiving end of that Junior AWP. Fallen will come in and have a chance at the trade. He takes down the AWP at long. While this was happening, by the way, Case Serato, wherever he might be, he wallbanged someone in con through heaven. That's what he did. He was Evan. He spammed connector through the plywood.
Yeah.
And Grim died to it.
Reasonable.
So very, very awkward way to lose a man. Look at Art. I love this about Art, man. Well, Well, I don't know how he doesn't win that. I thought he had that dead to rights. Naf wasn't ready for that. I was about to say, he's so good at finding these little, like, gaps and getting information from these pushes, but instead, Naf deletes him. And now we're in a 3-on-3. Now Art has given up this man advantage. We've gone from praising him to becoming worried.
Yeah, Caserata hears all this, though. He definitely called for some noise on long. It's been mollied by Vinny. Elige throwing nades on short, has to check the close corner. Caserata, the flash has already expired, and Caserata lets him pass. Late kill. Knows Toilers is clear, but it's Fallen to trade that frag. 20 seconds. They know this smoke is weird. Who's hiding behind it? It's Vinny. Not giving them anything right now. The spam. Fallen chases him down and knows that he has time to escape or plant safe. It's behind the truck. Yuri in a one-on-one. That smoke has given Fallen a route to escape, to play the post plant. He gets down for 3, spotted and dinked as well. 10 health. Got to be careful of those wall bangs, but Yuri just peeks him and takes the round by storm. FURIA finding a 4th. And I'm loving how many, rounds are coming down to these 2v2s, these clutch situations, not, sweeping victories yet for either side.
Yeah, I mean, this is how you get these close halves as well, right? Because you have, to your point, Hugo, only Yuri alive here now. FURIA has won a couple of rounds now, but money is nowhere near where they want it to be. Pretty scrappy buys at that. And we saw that as well yesterday, having the team, especially on T side, being on the back burner a little bit with economy. But you will continuously see these rebuys from Liquid just solely because it's been so close rounds. And all Liquid needs is the one round to get back into this, swing the economy over to your end in terms of favoriting it, maybe forcing FURIA down on a pistol buy, low buy. Double AWP for FURIA, but no nades here for either Art or Junior, so we get to be a little bit active here. Both of them are over towards this A bomb site. It is a bit of a setup though, because Caserata is also here to help them out.
Oh, in sync orb shots connecting.
That's terrifying, isn't it? We talk about scary double orbs. There's something about this Art Junior AWP fest that is just terrifying. Even though you lose Junior over in the toilets, it's still a rough spot to be in for Liquid, right? With those 2 AWP kills coming in tandem, they're still left a man down. Elige is also very, very low on HP. And FURIA, they're feeling good about a round like this, especially with guys like Caserata still in connector. At this point, he knows they haven't gone for rotations back through middle. He knows they haven't gone down to B. And so he's called very, very comfortably that everyone is aggressing up through the short side. This A bomb site is stacked to the 9s as a result. And it's all kills coming up in favor of FURIA. Fallen now, trying to do the heavy lifting. He's got 2 in the round so far, but no more. Art puts a stop to it, and FURIA are up onto 5.
That's such a sad round for Fallen. One of those shots hit Yuri for 12 damage with the AWP through the truck walls. So if that's a kill, right, if that's a clean shot for Fallen, he's suddenly in a one-on-one there and a winnable round. What a nice try. But yeah, considering how that round started, no surprise to see it go FURIA's way. You can always lose 5v3s, but FURIA make a really smart call of their rotation, right? As Juni gets jumped through the smoke by Elige, Art takes the shot, he runs down Con. You mentioned Caserata's B short control. Well, that provided an avenue to escape and to rotate through B, back up CT, and as you said, Caserata just stays with all the info down on B water. So FURIA, they're making the right calls right now. These CT rotates are nice and smooth. And that's 4 in a row. Liquid, bit of a broken buy here. Maybe go back to that B bomb site. Get away from these orbs for now.
Yeah, and as you mentioned here as well, Hugo, Liquid did have a timing there when they do get Junior. Obviously, we see that on the minimap, but with Liquid not spotting Caserata, they don't feel comfortable just rushing the A bomb site because they have vision. Who plays A normally? It's obviously Art and Junior. Art was in underpass there, so they did have some sort of control, but they took their time a little bit. You saw the rotates coming in, Caserata as well. Then even for Art, yeah, as you mentioned, he rotates all the way over to B before Liquid has a chance to hit this bomb site. Without the bomb going down as well, we do see Liquid now finally a bit of a wonky buy. Not full armor now across the board, and single AK on Stewie, some Deagles. So FURIA is looking to make some bank and collect some. This would be the round.
Stewie found an opener in B, but he's been traded by K-Serato, and that gun is difficult to get to. They're going to try and flash, but the pillar provides cover for K-Serato, and that's the gun still lost in no man's land. I like how much FURIA are fighting for this. They know Liquid's economy is in tatters. Junior, oh, dead on, but 85 damage to Grim. Naf gets picked off, and really Liquid should not have much of a chance in this round.
The bomb's cut loose. It's the Liege Deagle. Come on, Liege.
Okay.
Make it expensive at least. Make it costly. Yes! Nice little double up. Just what we wanted. Right, bit more of an expensive round there. You managed to make it somewhat worthwhile.
Keeps everyone on their toes, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's good, man. You can't let FURIA get comfortable. That's the one thing you do not want. That is something that all of NA had to learn last year. There was that time period, if you remember, where FURIA were just dominating the competition. Yeah, no one was close to them out in NA. Then that was actually on the run-up to their first little trip over to Europe, if you recall. Like at the end of, when we finally started to get some form of international competition again. As they came over to Europe for the first time in a while, FURIA were absolutely dominating NA. And then the results were kind of...
they got banged out as well,
they
didn't
did. They went to Blast. They got wrecked through lack of a better word.
Global challenge as well.
Yeah.
It was a scary time, but that's, goes in line with what I was saying earlier about just not having this regular competition. Oh, it's one way to peek an angle for a Liege. Couple more kills for FURIA to start off strong yet again. They're great at finding these openers. Oh, Stewie, he looked like he knew. He was on the angle, he flicked out. Still did some damage, but no one here capitalizing. 5-on-2. Smoke on top of the train. Maybe a resmoke for this monster. Without it, it's faded and Liquid can contact out, but FURIA are not worried. 3 players here, more than ready. Yuri doesn't want to let his teammates get killed, but that flash timing is perfect. Grim gets an entry, make that a double, and now falling into the pit is Vinny. He has been so consistent, though, for this CT side. All he needs is one, or to stay alive. Bomb getting planted, and Vinny's respecting it.
Oh, my. Low HP. Very, very low. But a Legion Grim! They don't care about how low they are.
That's an insane round by Liquid here. I feel like FURIA gives it away a little bit. It's not like they do anything wrong. The two guys initially on the bomb side, we see flashbangs coming in. We miss some shots. We have a crispy aim here coming in from Liquid. 2-on-5 situation, gets the bomb. The bomb's not even down at this point. No nades left either. Incredible round to win. And we talked about the economy, right? We talked about this being, maybe a round for FURIA to be winning to collect some more bank. But Liquid does a really good job here this round. Keeps this half, I guess, more competitive. FURIA first time around, they got 8 rounds on that CT side. Looking like they were gonna get some more this time around, but performances like that, that's why we're here. That's why we love Counter-Strike.
Yeah. That's gonna hurt for FURIA, not just for the motivation, right? Getting 2v5'd in a perfect round, but the money. All these close rounds, all these clutches, all these double orbs that FURIA have been buying, they come at a cost. And now, the Eagles. Not what you want after quite a streak.
That's so gnarly as well, because it's like, you had such an advantage if you're FURIA. It was like a kill would come in, so someone would try and peek, to trade it, right, on one of the low age. You're only up against 2 people. You're thinking,
you can't lose this.
What can they even do? So you were getting these peaks coming out every single time a kill was gained, and then the other guy, the one who didn't just wreck someone on your team, would then just pop off, get that one, man. I can't explain what just happened. It was like every single move that FURIA made in an attempt to fix that problem, to remedy it, only made matters worse. And now Fallen opens this round up. We talked about the money. We talked about the implications a round like that's going to have. You've gone for the 4-spy here. You've all-inned it. And now you're a man down to open this round up. That is stressful time for FURIA. This is big, though.
No one's in B yet, though.
It's really not the round
Liquid is still there in time.
Yeah, I mean, for FURIA, right, it's really not the round you want to lose. That was the round that was supposed to be, oh, we're going to get more money in your bank. But for FURIA, we're losing that round. You're forced on a double save anyway. So, I mean, this could be... I say that, but Art misses the shot on Fallen. Could be dangerous still. Him going down now, though, I'm not... Yeah. Risky,
it may be temperamental, though.
Hang on. It could still get out of control. My God, every one of these rounds is just hanging in the balance. Yuri is getting pressured.
No time and no kits. Super close round,
though.
They
could have done it, man.
Yeah. I mean, but if Art gets the shot onto Fallen, yeah, they go for this. But I think that also hurts them a little bit by, you know, him not going down. We get more bodies there. I think for FURIA, best intention there would be to try and save as many weapons as possible, get a repeat of the round. We know it's going to be another save here, and then buy for what would be round number 14. Giving Liquid a chance here to tie up the game. If I recall correctly, it was these B hits as well. We saw a lot of last few days. But has having a bit of a harder time on that A bomb site. Comes in there, we talk about it. I feel like Junior is pretty slippery on this A bomb site. He does a really good job in staying active. Doesn't just take the same position twice, 2 rounds in a row. That's a good start here for Liquid as well. Gets the AUG down. Art managed to save it though. Runs back. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
That's big. Yeah. Big that Art lives. Wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for the USP kind of drawing the attention away with the dink. Art is still trapped though. Make no mistake about it. He was, you know, alive for a little bit longer. Are they able to flush him out? He's very, very low. The fact that Art is good for a double in that scenario, I think he's already done far more than you could have asked of him. Is it going to be enough, though? Yuri finished off, the A site crumbles. And yeah, look, you can see the frustration creeping in on Vinny. The little head tilt back. Just acknowledging that, yeah, I've got to go save here.
Yeah, that sucks, right? You don't even get to run that up into the round. So, you know, as much as
it's
it is
almost
the right call.
It's almost why I wish we'd seen them attempt that last 2-on-2. I think you know, I agree with what Robin was saying in terms of, like, you know, you want to keep the money good, you want to have another chance to do it. I just didn't see them getting better than a 2-on-2 like retake chance in this round.
It's rounds like that, you know, when you buy like that, you're kind of expecting to close off the round before the bomb goes down because you don't have a kit, right? So I think that's why I always talk about, you know, having rounds that make sense. We do force fights like this on CT side. I still like for them to make sense, right? Let's buy a kit. If we're buying nades, we're obviously buying it because we think we can win the round, right? But why, you know, not spend $400 and giving you in a position where you're like, well, man, now we have to rush. We don't have full utility. We have to do a retake with essentially deagles, so like we have to land the shots. And at that point, as soon as the bomb goes down, because I feel like if you don't buy the kit, it's a gamble, right? You're expected to win the round before it goes down. But as soon as it goes down, I mean, you save, right? If you feel like you don't have any control of the bomb side either. Vinny's definitely going down here, and yeah, saves the AWP as well on Grim.
Yeah, he got squeezed, man.
I did like the idea at FURIA there, though, with the, you know, like the hero org getting boosted over in middle. I think it was a pretty sick setup because even if the player on top does die, like what happened, you know, the org just gets dropped over to Art. You kind of got to juggle it around a little bit more.
They really wanted that save AWP, though, right?
Yeah.
Art's gone for it with Glass.
Glass cannon, though. Very, very vulnerable as a result. Things like utility, aim punch, anything could ruin his day. He's really going to have to put some effort in to get value out of this AWP. But on these long angles, this is right where you want to find yourself.
I was going to say, despite all that, it doesn't look like he's too scared of risking his life in middle, right? You know those timings can always come through. FURIA are aware. Liquid could have got up long, they could have got up playground and peeked the balloons. So FURIA will back out bit by bit. Art now given the AUG. He swapped Junior out to the AWP, but that leaves him with no armor on a rifle. Not the most common buy, but he makes it work, doesn't he? 1 kill. Junior still here in the toilet. He's got teammate by him in case Arato, still ready with some utility to stave off the push. And man, FURIA, they just want these kills while they got them. They don't want it to come down to an execute, but a missed shot from Junior might give Liquid another way in.
Okay, Serato dead. And even though Yuri is here, he might just be left saving. I don't even see a world in which you consider this. Yeah, he's dropping out. He's gone. Fine. Leaving that A-bomb site.
Liquid have been so good at hunting, though.
Yeah, they have money for it also. Definitely should be going for it. They know that FURIA is still in trouble here with the economy. It is really worst case, right? We'll see it once the next round starts. But FURIA has a really good start of the game here. But at the later stages, Liquid managed to string some rounds together, win a round they shouldn't have as well. And for the later stages of this half now, FURIA will be sitting at buys like this unless they start winning some rounds. Liquid now with 7 is what they got in the game a few days ago. If they can manage to improve the score, if FURIA will get it back to where we saw. It's 8-7.
Just to chip in as well, guys. Interesting round that was. It saw the 2 top entry fraggers at the competition square off against each other, Stewie 2K and Art. Just to sort of put it out there statistically to show how transformative this tournament has been for Stewie 2K. He's actually ahead of Art in terms of impact from entry kills. He's attempted an opening for Liquid 30% of the time, and he's had a 53% success rate when he does.
Damn, those are some good numbers, Richard. The cool thing about that is, like, yeah, we see that a lot on Inferno as well. A map where Stewie, it feels like after a 30-round game, he's had, 15, 20 opening battles in the map, man. He's always up and down banana either half. And this is something that we often talk about when it comes to in-game leaders. Players will often say this, like, if you are an in-game leader or are in-game leader, has to be aggressive, has to be going in first, has to be getting the info, because it's not the old Counter-Strike style where you can just have that happy-esque lurker up on the other side of the map and be able to piece together what the setup is. In going in first, you know where your opponents are, you know what they're running, and you can call that out to your team. So there's a certain, argument there to be made for being that aggressive in-game leader. Hey, Stewie's doing it pretty damn well right now, but so is Art. Always up in your face, never knowing when to stop. He grabs a kill, and he gets out.
And Art just behind Stewie. 45% success rate, but he does attempt it slightly more often. So real good duel going on between those two entry fraggers here.
Wow. Yeah, and as you're talking about Art and his entry antics, he's actually spammed out in party. I can't believe what's just happened
coming from that side, right?
Yeah.
It's often CTs that win that battle, but...
Oh, bro, Art was laughing to himself. He heard the footsteps coming back his way. He was thinking, like, this is it. This is my moment. And then just get spammed to death by Nafly.
This is a dangerous setup, right? Because Liquid can just walk out monster right now. There's no info. Even Vinny's looking aware of that possibility. It's a setup FURIA used to escape down B short in one of those early rounds to rotate up. But I think Vinny's realizing that, wait, it's too quiet right now.
Yeah, he's over at short. Tries to swing. Tries to put a stop to it. Now, Stewie is stood out in the open, dropping that short Molotov. Gets caught by Yuri, but Yuri is the only rifle in this round, and now that he's pushed in, he's lost that gun. It can't be retrieved by Junior.
Yeah, I mean, Junior doesn't have anything to save here, so maybe still going for a bit of a hunt.
I would have loved to have seen, like, and this is like really splitting hairs here, but I would have loved to have seen a CT boost out of Junior and Yuri, right? Like, because Yuri running in with the M4 there, if it does get dropped like it did, irretrievable, nothing you can do. When they had the AUG, they were using it in mid with the boost so that if the guy on top does just die, gun drops down, Art was able to run away with the gun. It was all well and good, but there, Yuri runs in, loses the M4, and now it's just the one gun saved for FURIA.
We're getting a great game out of Liquid right now, though. It did start strong for FURIA, sure. Look at that little score tally at the top. FURIA with a pistol, Liquid upset the grain with an AK buy in the second. They had 3 rifles if you missed it. And FURIA's 5-round streak, well, ever since a lot of close rounds, Liquid broke the money with 1 win, and they have been rolling off the back of that. Last round of the half now, we've got everything for FURIA. It's been a while since a buy has been this good. Double AWP. Junior takes his shot in mid. We've got a 4-stack of B to start the round, so Junior, very important that he does not get picked here. Not before someone has come on rotation. And pushed Monster with an AWP to kill Nafly defaulting. That's certainly not what Liquid had planned.
This is what we talked about though with FURIA setup, right? Just allowing the responsibility for Junior here. His spy is lonesome on A. He does a really good job. He's not playing defensive. He's going for some information control. Now obviously it gets dangerous now. Want to be mindful, but he does get some more players here helping him out.
Ooh.
Scary for Junior, but he's gotten out of there. Liquid have shown something resembling mercy, and they might come to regret that as Junior strikes 1 off the tally. That's a hell of a response from Elige. Fallen has also removed a man elsewhere.
No.
Stewie is now deep down the long side while all this chaos has been caused in middle. That's a freebie for Stewie, and Junior, running out of time, running out of space, is dropped over towards the short side. It is just Vinny, and sadly for him, he's missed this timing to catch the bomb. I think he's going to miss it the second time around as well. No! Fallen's taken out Util. That's the disaster, because now the bomb is cut loose.
20 seconds.
If he didn't throw that damn bit of utility, this would have been a free round.
No.
Stewie was blinded, so he just... it's all gone so wrong. Vinny
no time,
has
right?
uprooted the round. They're running with the bomb.
No time.
But they don't even know if there's time anymore.
Oh my god.
I don't think there's time. Oh, there was time. It's how? Vinny is scratching his head. He is just as confused as we are. Come on, Vinny. You've had a great round here. You've caused so much chaos. But Stewie with the swing, not giving it up.
All right.
And that's the end of the first half. But at 9-6, we promised you a close game. We promised you a close grand final series. And it's already delivering. The second half coming up in just a moment. So don't you go anywhere.
So the first half of this grand final in the books, and there's a wonderful ebb and flow to it with Liquid coming in wonderful radiant waves of brilliance. They're ahead by 3 rounds. Let's see if that continues.
Yeah, this is a much better T side here from Liquid, swapping over now to the C side. 8-7 it was the first time around. I gotta clarify, I keep on saying yesterday and 2 days ago. They played super recently in the upper bracket final. It's been a long 2 weeks. Do have a rematch here again though, and for FURIA, yeah, a bit worse CT side. It was a bit unfortunate for them there as well with the money reset on a round they shouldn't have lost. It was looking like a pretty dominant CT side, honestly, from FURIA heading into it, the way it was panning out, but Liquid definitely here to win it today. Mid setup here as well. Art gets stinked down to 2 HP. He bought a Deagle. Not very common, but...
When was the last time you saw a Deagle on a pistol? I'll take it though. Fallen, he's just trying to get away. He's trying to run. Naf and Grim have found opening kills up on the B-bomb side. Push through Monster is Stewie as well, keeping up the pressure. Chokehold on FURIA right now. 3 on 5. They're going to try and get up long. Oh, that's the bomb. One shot would remove him from the round. And Elige can't hit it because he's killed by the short players. Now these T's start to run up and Liquid are locked out of the site.
Is it spiraling out of control? Or is this just a slightly flashy landed? Let's see. Nafly, there's the first. But Junior brings it back into a 2-on-2. Him and Art are so damn low.
Oh, he got it.
Art does take one to the grave with him. Junior's wrapping long, but Grim's on the bomb. And just by sticking it, he's won the round. Even follows up with the kill.
Yeah, I mean,
10
Art
on the
gets...
board for Liquid. I mean, I tell you what, the fact that FURIA get that to a 1v1 in a post plant, that is impressive. They were, what, 3 on 5? And that is with Art on 2 HP in that 3 on 5.
Junior does a good job there as well. But yeah, normally you tend to see maybe a P250 buy instead. Gives you the same long map as well on Overpass. You can drop 2 P250s for good pistol players and get long distance shots, right, and duels as well. Tends to be a little bit, you know, safer than a Deagle, but I appreciate it. He did get the 1 kill on it. Made it a 1-on-1 and a bomb plant, so I mean, FURIA rebought here, or rather, AK buy.
That's the same by the Liquid got, right, in that second round, that they won and went on with a bit of a streak. Maybe there's something to be said about it. Maybe it's a repeat of history. Keserato, he's just found a double kill. Art's going to be met with a free B. Junior yoinks it. And Stewie suddenly, all that remains at the B-bomb site, getting trapped from all sides. He can't pick a target. Looking back to Monster. It's all fallen now. He's got the second round orb.
Yeah, I definitely want to try and save this. Or
But
throw it away.
believe?
Maybe because he's low here, we might just see him try and throw it away somewhere.
Oh,
FURIA is on the hunt at the same time. There was a set play though from Liquid. They had a bit of a low buy, right? SMG buy heading into the second round, so there was a connector setup. But SMG versus AK, Keserato gets 2.
Oh, they're coming from everywhere, man. Fallen does not know. But there is no safety in this spawn. Are they going to start running as the bomb goes off? Footsteps often get covered up. That bomb radius, that sound goes on all across the map. And so FURIA just sprint him down. Fallen doesn't know where to look. Lovely play. Orb removed, and not only that, but picked up by FURIA on this second half. That's a scary one. And of course, that round comes off the back of Keserato with those head-splitting openers in connector, leaving Liquid with nothing.
Yeah, and with that, right, they lose the second one, so double eco territory. So we do have a rebuy from Liquid. Aggressive play here over towards that A-bomb side, especially by Long. Naf is there looking to... He's going to spot Art here. We'll see who gets the better of who. Naf does. Didn't get a chance to pick up the AK yet though, but look at this setup. Vinny though is smart enough. This little genius. Clear the angles. He didn't though, so Elish gonna be very quick on this rotate. Play could be set for Fallen.
Uh-oh. This is not a round you want slipping by the wayside.
No, this was meant to be clean. It was meant to be easy, and it's anything but. Junior has now been asked, politely, but you know, still a big ask, to 1v3 this round. He's got it down to a 1v2, but there is this wrap coming in through middle, and with AKs on both the remaining players, he's hard-pressed to find anything there. Fallen with the wrap round, seals the deal, moves Liquid up even further. One hell of a response. That was meant to be, you know, freebie for FURIA. That was meant to, like, you know, no skin off their back. Nice easy round, but man, the Liquid Eagles.
Yeah, but luckily FURIA, their second round was won with everyone alive, right? So now they're just armed to the teeth still. Force by wars are on. Certainly this AWP is getting juggled back and forth between the teams right now. Fallen's got it back in his hands. Ali just had enough, wanting to go aggressive in middle with the molly, but Art did catch a quick spawn into playground, so Elige falling back. Vinny eats an A at B. FURIA with a few players outside of the lower site. I think Art's hoping to get spotted with his bomb in middle so he can rotate late B off of this ground getting taken, and it's quick as well. FURIA have already got a kill out Monster, and they're not shy about it.
Yeah, they have to keep on doing this though. There's no nades left, just a smoke on Yuri. So for FURIA, they kind of have to play aggressive like this. And maybe you're right, Hugo, with the bait for Art, but with FURIA being down on this B-bomb side, there's a lot of trade games going in. We see Art actively rotate over as well. But everyone's here. It's a 5-on-5 party. B bomb site.
Oh yeah, it's gotten a little bit awkward now. Oh, it's dead on the short side with it. The bomb lost. Junior asking him to clutch again. Oh, that's a pretty rough way for this to fall apart, right? Junior, he's got the AWP holding him from heaven. If he tries to swing right at the pillar, he should be a dead man. If he goes up left, the 2 players down in water are going to be fit to deal with him. So little room here for Junior. And with just 10 seconds left, he's saving. Liquid up on a 12. For FURIA there, I think you were right, Hugo. I got the vibe, you know, they're trying to get the bomb spot, maybe fall back into a B play, maybe try to force the over rotations. But it's like, I think they succeed far more than they thought they were going to at the 2, you know, entry attempts into that B bomb site. At which point they go, all right, boys, let's go, right?
Yeah.
Like, we got the openers, let's get in. And then you have some great utility from Liquid to, like, hold them back, some smokes to kind of, you know, funnel them in through little choke points. The trades start to come through, and then it just kind of grinds to this awkward halt in like a 3-on-3 or like a 3-on-4 down in that B site, where everyone's rotating in for Liquid, and FURIA is so committed that they can't even, you know, like change their minds anymore.
Yeah. And regardless of the plan, you know, Elite was solo mid, so he wasn't really playing aggressive. He was never going to spot that bomb. And on top of that, wow, where was that wallbang? Connector, I think. And on top of that, yeah, Liquid are 4B, right? So they're more than capable to deal with that little monster contact play. Now FURIA, they lose a force by wars somehow, eventually, and they're back to just Deagles getting dealt death 1 by 1. Should be a 13th round here for Liquid. And, you know, the way back in to this game, the second half, was that force buy for FURIA. I thought that would tighten up the score, give us a 9-9 game, or, you know, 9-10 game, make it anyone's match. Now Liquid are starting to run away with things. We know they have problems closing. We know that's a fact, but right now it's really going to come down to this gun round for FURIA. They have to win it, or Liquid is set up to close the series, or close at least the first map of it, rather.
Yeah, and for previous round, sure, 4 members for Liquid there as well. They're doing a really good job with utility, and that's the worrisome part when you do have low buys like that, because yeah, you get an entry, but there's really no utility. You essentially just have to back them up with bodies rather than having some smokes and mollies to cover off some certain angles. And with 4 members there for Liquid and a lot of utility, I mean, it's just very bad spot to be in for FURIA. As we mentioned though, yeah, first good weapon round here in a while for FURIA, but no AWP. A little bit more nades though this time around, so gives them some more flexibility with what they want to do. Doesn't have to just be a walkout to a bomb site and hope to hit the shots. But it might still be that.
Know what you're gonna get.
We also don't see, I mean, it's obviously a little bit maybe older meta and stuff, but like these double nade setups towards this B bomb site on, you know, a bit of a timing play, so you double nade into a short push. You don't necessarily see that a lot. We see a contact play instead again here for FURIA. Trade games on point, 4-on-3 now.
Oh, I love that from Art. He just tucks in the corner. The Liege was never ready for it. 3-on-3 now. Liquid have that close electronic smoke, right, to give them some room on pillar. But utility is starting to lack. It's only fallen with grenades and he's far away.
It's the bomb that's all the way out here, though, like in no man's land, right? Junior can't leave, so with that peak, the bomb is now dropped. Art might be going on some, like, mad lurk journey in through A. That is going to be the thing that has to save the day now for FURIA. 40 seconds left. That is brutal, you know. That almost makes me upset for the man. Like,
this is a big flank, though. They're expecting him to walk down CT, and if not, to go B short. I think this is the last thing Liquid are thinking about. It's simply going to come down to the time.
So decisive as well, right? Classic Art move in like this very, very big wrap back through T-spawn. He made the decision right away, so he's here very, very quickly. But Stewie knows what he's up against. He knows who he's up against. However, might have been looking the right way. Hitting the shot is another problem altogether. Low on HP. Naf. waiting on the short side. Here's the
What?
tap. There just isn't time for Art, and Naf even gets the kill at the end of the round.
He would have had it if he swung right. I think he thought Naf was playing that smoke. He would have had it. There were 4 seconds on the tap. Fair enough, not wanting to stick in that position, but man, it came down to left or right, and he picked the wrong side. If he swings right, he wins the round. What a nice try from Art. But frankly, it's Heartbreak Hotel here for Furia because Liquid have just checked in. 14-7, a near flawless CT side. No money for Furia. They're relying on Art yet again to pull out this hero AK. He may have had a great game, but now he's got to go above and beyond.
Yeah, and these close rounds as well, really not going the way of Furia at all. Another entry, sure, Art with the hero AK, gets the trade on the leash. They haven't spotted Fallen yet though, and that's going to be a problem. AK goes down, he's the sole person with an armor as well on that Furia side. I say that Vinny as well, but he's legged. Oh, yeah, what a difference we're seeing here from Liquid. Fantastic CT side, done a really good job in playing together. Not overpeak. We saw it on the pistol, which is why I got close. But you know, the overpeakings we tend to see as well from Liquid in situations where they are ahead. Haven't really quite been seeing that as well this map, and playing it very safe. Not giving Furia anything really.
And compared to the last time these two teams played, Liquid at no point in that series had a lead this big over their opponents. So really has been a very different team Liquid today in this opener.
Yeah, man. No, this is great out of Liquid. You know, like they're coming into this as the top-rated team of the event, right? They've got multiple players and the top-rated players of the event there, and they're showing us why right here, right now. This is a great start for Team Liquid. And it makes you wonder if there's more of this to come.
Yeah, right. Like where does Nuke sit, especially those T sides. The map that Stewie never gave to Fallen, even in his brief bit of leading. Oh my goodness, Furia! They're just doing everything they can to regain that advantage. K-Serata gets smoke spammed by Grim. While Yuri runs through, he at least evades capture for now. Almost the wall bang for Junior. He aimed on it. And he's going to look for this B pick. Does Stewie give it up? Not right now.
While all this is happening, by the way, like up here on A, there's also a few awkward little timings that can get hit or missed. And it feels like every single timing is coming up in favor of Liquid. Fallen's got this kill for free. Junior is also low after his standoff down on the B site. And Fallen looking to be the man to put it all to bed. There it is. Liquid 16-7. My oh my, that is a wonderful run from the Liquid boys to open up this grand final series. A dominant victory on the first map for Liquid, leaving them 1-0 up in the best of 5. Damn, pinch me, I must be dreaming.